Biology Part 168. Well, the implantation occurs about 7th day after the fertilization, and the trophoblast cells stick to the lining of the endometrium and quickly divide and grow between the lining cells, of forming an intimate connection between the embryonic and maternal tissues. These trophoblastic villi spread out, and the blastocytes is drawn deeper into the endometrium, eventually becoming surrounded by the nutrient-rich endometrial cells. For the first few weeks, the developing embryo derives its nourishment by absorbing food and oxygen from these cells, but soon a specialized structure, the placenta, takes over the function of nutrition and gas exchange. As the trophoblastic villi burrow deeper into the endometrium, the embryonic area of the biocytes continues to divide and differentiate. It is a disc-shaped and consists of 3 distinct tissues layers called germ layers. Each gives rise to a different tissue system. The ectoderm develops to form the skin and the nervous system. The endoderm develops to form the gut, while the central mesoderm gives rise to the muscle tissue and to the connective tissue including bone, cartilage, and blood. A balloon-like extensions grows out from the embryonic area. These are illustrated in the figure, and if the temperatures are 32°B and 32°C, the first to appear is the amnion and amniotic sac, which develops as an extension of the ectoderm, separating the embryo from the overlying trophoblastic cells of the chorion. It encloses a fluid-filled space called the amniotic cavity, which acts as a shock absorber to protect the young embryo. A second embryonic membrane develops from the embryonic endoderm. This is called the yolk sac, although the yolk sac is for a time of a larger of the two cavities, the amnion, and continues to grow and eventually encloses the yolk sac completely. The trophoblastic villi and the chorion continues to develop, forming the placenta. The pattern of development of the human placenta is quite different from that observed in many other mammals. In a more typical species, formation of the placenta depends on a second outgrowth from the endoderm called the elenotoi, and the enlarges enormously, fuses with the chorion to replace an earlier primitive placenta formed by the yolk sac. It is interesting to note the difference here between the Eutherian and placental mammals and the metathermical mammals or the marsupials. One reason that the birth of the marsupials takes place while they are still only a few centimeters long is that the elenotoi does not develop in this way to form a placenta, and they are therefore supplied only by the short-lived yolk sac placenta. The human placenta is an interlocking system of embryonic and maternal tissue formed as the trophoblast penetrates between the cells of endometrium, breaking material capillaries as they grow.